in the security field, we do the pre-employment background screenings, credit checks, drug testing, DNA testing, hair follicle, drug testing. We do all the fingerprinting through Identigo for the state. Recently got our remote video monitoring up, so from our office we can pull in cameras from churches, businesses, not only here in the state of Kentucky, but anywhere in the country, and we have live monitors set and watch the cameras.
Okay.
The shape that our world's got in, it's, you can never be too careful. We have Travis here that once he retired from London PD, we brought him on with our company.
Okay.
And Travis is our training coordinator, so not only does he work with our guards that we hire and train our people, but he also goes out and we'll do training for whether it's churches, hospitals, whatever we can train.
Let's talk about that, Travis. What you do. Let's say I'm a pastor. Let's give you a scenario, and I have a congregation, maybe 300 or 400 people, but I have nothing. What would you do? How would you approach that?
Well, first off, I'd want to do some kind of, and I would do a safety assessment on your church,
the property and everything.
Yeah, the property. So I got certified. They sent me to a school called it's CEPTED, which is crime prevention through environmental design. So we would take a look not only at arming people in there and talk about that, just in case of some kind of active shooter type scenario, but also how to bring more eyes outside without just cameras, but people that are seen. So we would look at that because
you get some mammas involved too.
Yeah, well, that's what you want.
You do. You absolutely do. Absolutely.
These churches, our greeters and things are the first line of defense on those things. So training what we're looking for, and it can be anything from hey you got a beautiful window here.
Yeah.
But you got shrubs too high, so you can't really see out. So we talk about natural, just the views and things that you see. So natural surveillance. We talk about, hey, this tree limbs you need to cut them to we call it the 6 foot or the 2 foot, 6 foot. Shrubs don't need to be higher than 2 feet, and your branches need to be cut at 6 feet. So that way we can see outside.
Under and over,
Yeah. So that's we go from that to talk about camera work, security guards, security forces, and then we would train. They've set up a very nice classroom for me, so we can do it inside there, and we can actually do some physical training with it.
Okay.
How to clear rooms and things like that. Just that front line, but as the police are coming, so that giving people a chance to, and it's just horrible when you talk about it.
Yeah,
it hits home. Every
it's
day
surreal what's happened in it.
If a situation does occur, you've really got three options. You can run, you can hide, or you can fight.
That's part of the training that we do, and everybody's heard that, but a lot of people don't really know what to do. We can tell them that stuff, but let's put it in, in a scenario where we can train. Then also I'll teach stuff like tourniquet tying tourniquets and then stopping bleeding. That's part of it too. So
it's a huge area, isn't it?
It's scary that we have to do this.
You read these, and hear on the news when there's an active shooter in whatever situation, and you hear about these law enforcement guys that go right into the middle, right into the heart of it, and neutralize the guy.
Right.
And if you don't have people that'll confront, we can run and try to hide, but you got to have somebody that'll stand up.
Absolutely.
I know that sounds weird because we're Christians, but you got to have people that'll stand their ground.
That's from Travis and my backgrounds, and that's what we've been trying to do our entire careers, but to give the public a better chance of surviving a situation, whether it's an active shooter or as small as an active aggressor. try to neutralize the situation, and being confident in your abilities, and keeping a calm demeanor.
We used to call it like verbal judo in the police academy. Now it's like de-escalation tactics, and when we teach that as well.
Right.
You just never know.
Well, no.
And sometimes just calming and listening. Sometimes instead of going, I've got to take this guy down. May just be they need. And mental health is an issue.
Hey, there you go. That's the button right there. To me is the mental and spiritual state.
Exactly.
Of people.
That's what I'm going to say.
And well, you look at 6th chapter of Ephesians, and I know we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but the Bible also told us to stand.
Yep, exactly.
To not waver. And not. We are sheep in the midst of wolves.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean the sheep can't defend themselves.
Right.
The best they can. And so we got the training. So you'll come into. Will they come to you, Travis?
Either way,
how's it work?
I will come to their facility, anybody's facility, and train this because it's that important.
Yeah.
If they want to come to me and do it in that setting, they're more than welcome to. We just set up a time.
Where are y'all located?
We are located right here in London, 715 North Main.
Okay.
We sit right beside the Windstream Kinetic building.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And Shots.
Right across from the school.
Right,
exactly.
Right across from the school.
You guys are in good location.
Absolutely.
Right
We
across
need you
from,
there.
London Elementary.
Yeah, great.
We actually have a live webcam feed up on YouTube that for weather purposes, or if somebody just wants to see how bad the school traffic's backed up, well, they can get on L4's
We don't
YouTube.
want to see that, buddy.
That's we come through it every day. So.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
We want people to be safe and
Yeah.
feel safe when they come
Right.
to worship. That's
And that's yes. If you can't feel safe at church,
probably won't come.
No, they won't. No. And the thing is, the time is coming probably when they'll probably advertise churches that we have good security too. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's
like,
where we're headed with it. We have a violent culture now.
we do.
And it's with all these big guns and going in and shooting and carrying on, we've got to have security.
And another issue with that, a lot of people in the church, some you may never know that they're carrying,
Right.
but if a situation did occur, that hopefully they know and
know what to do.
have trained, and because if you take a congregation full of weapons and something occurs, well, you're going to have
Everybody pulling pistols.
lead flying everywhere.
Yeah.
And a lot
You need
of
some training.
a lot
Yes.
of innocent people are going to get hurt.
Yeah.
So it's
we were real hot on the training a couple of years ago when an event occurs.
Yeah.
People get
It
on
spikes.
that, but it is a perishable skill.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to be gone back
Revisited.
over and revisited and talked about again. And I'm glad to do that. I
Absolutely.
want to. That's my calling. And
What do you think about an armed guard or security person in our schools? And I mean, you have somebody on the campus
absolutely.
that's ready to. What do you guys think about that?
I'm 100% for it.
That's good stuff, isn't it?
It's well, I know here in Laurel County we have all law enforcement personnel, one in each school.
Okay.
And we have a lot of private schools up in Louisville area.
Mm-hmm.
We have
there's a couple
several
a couple
schools.
districts down in Texas, right?
We have several school districts down in McAllen, Texas.
Okay.
So in Texas, they may have 3 LEOs in the school.
What's that, LEO?
Law enforcement officers.
Okay.
But then on top of the 3 school resource officers, we have like 10 security officers that L4 provides them. So we'll have 15 armed people in a school
Wow.
one school in Texas.
But a big school, probably.
It's a high school. We do from high school down, so it's complete school districts, and that's one thing we try to keep our people trained and in case a situation like that occurs. So.
Okay. Yep. Let's talk about L4, and let's talk about, Travis, how to reach out to L4 Security and people contacting you.
So you can contact, L4 Security. We got our website, of course. You can go to L4securitygroup.com.
L4 Security Group, all one word, .com.
Yes.
Okay. L and then the letter or the number 4.
Number 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
securitygroup.com. Find out everything on that. Well, you guys, it's been amazing. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
And it's great to know that 2 good Christian men don't carry the sword in vain. And, I mean, you have it to protect, and we appreciate all you're doing. Thanks for listening to Frankly Speaking.